Hey everybody, it's Chad with Colorado Giants. Today is September 21st. It's your Tuesday. Time to get your update on what we got going on back here. So as always, make sure you subscribe to the channel if you haven't. I looked at the analytics and only about 20% of the people who watch these videos are subscribed. So go ahead, hit that subscribe button and hit that bell too. Because if you're watching, you should be subscribed so you can see how this year shakes up. We'll start from the back. Big Bertha is looking pretty good. The back half of the plant is pretty crunchy and toast and dead. Spider mites did a real number on it. I have halted the advance of the spider mites. You can see like a clump of them there because they spin that web. That's why they're called the spider mite. They're pretty much done advancing-ish. Unfortunately, the damage has been done, so there's nothing that I can do about the leaves that have been hammered by the mites, but their advance has been significantly slowed. I'm not going to say that they're all dead, but it's slowed a lot. Plus, the back half of the plant hopefully is sending juice this way. Emily helped me measure everything this week. This is still growing. The plant obviously is still growing. I remember like 2 or 3 weeks ago, that vine up there was just coming up, and now it's halfway across. So, yeah. So the 2005 Haste that I call Big Bertha is rocking and rolling, looking pretty good. I love the shape. Beanbag, we didn't even uncover this week. It's impossible for us to get an accurate measure on it. So, whoa! I think I just saw a mouse. So it's not even worth uncovering to measure it. I just did a quick inspection on it and it looks the same. So let's go out there and take a look at the big ones. Now let me show you guys this, the bigger ones. The tomato plant is out of control. I ripped this out. So this is like the size of some people's entire tomato plant. This is just a little bit that I ripped off. Oh look, we can have some green tomatoes, but the tomato plant is the size of a giant pumpkin plant, and that is wild. I never thought that it would have grown that big. That's crazy. The plant on Miss Juana is still pretty good. It's not crunchy, which is extremely surprising to me. This plant just hated the sun, and it burnt every chance that it got. But it's staggering to me that the plant is doing so well, especially the back half of the plant. Doing good, except this random oddball stuff, which don't know what that's about because I can't track it because it's vines crawling over the top and it's wild. Miss Juana, we've got good and bad problems. The good problem is that it's still growing. The bad problem is that it's still growing, and now it's starting to show its age. Miss Juana is probably about 80 to 90 days old, somewhere right in there. It's going to be I think this will be my first 100-day pumpkin. And man, I don't know. I just don't know if it's heavy or not. There's been 2 2350s weighed so far, and both of them went heavy. So I'm hoping that Miss Juana also goes heavy, even though I'm telling myself that it's going to go 10% light, just because to minimize the disappointment. Something I want to talk to you guys about real fast while I'm here is we're going to do a competition. Guess the weight competition. If you guess the weight on the nose, you get $100. So if Molar over there weighs 959 pounds and somebody guesses 959 pounds, then I'm going to give you $100 cash money. If you comment and you're within, we'll say you're within 100 pounds, I'll give you a free seed. I'll send you seeds anyway, wink, but let's just say that so people keep on guessing. We do have an issue with this pumpkin. So like I said, we have we have some issues. As I took the pumpkin sheet off, the blankets off, it's still growing, and the skin is cracking in areas like this where it's, you know, not immediately healing like on the front. On the blossom end is my most concerning areas. So we can see this guy right there, and then just all around the blossom. I mean, you know, that is not ideal. Let me grab a weed stem. But, you know, it's okay because it only goes in, you know, that far. Like a quarter of an inch. But, you know, you just don't want it to, you don't want it to go any further than that, because this is just a very delicate area of the pumpkin. I would say the blossom end is probably the most fragile area of a giant pumpkin. So it's still growing around like its hips, which are right here around the blossom end. So this is where we're getting a lot of cracks right now, and I just don't like it. Yeah. So who knows? That's the drama on Miss Juana. I did think that that this was going to be my second. I mean, obviously, I try to pick all my pumpkins in order of which they're grown. So like Jared's, Nick's, Fort Collins, Colorado Springs. But, you know, with this situation, I don't know. Do I try to take Miss Juana to Jared's and you know, just get it weighed before anything could potentially bad could happen? Do I cut down the watering a little bit to mitigate the growth? I don't know. We'll see, because the door, you know, is right here, so I do have a clean shot at it, whereas picking this is going to be kind of a pain in the butt. I was talking to my buddy Calvin, who's going to come over Friday, and we're going to pick one. When we get this one, we'll have to set up my gantry like here at an angle, probably lift it up offset, so the pumpkin kind of swings to the center, so we can get the trailer in and underneath it, and that'll be a real hoot. And then, yeah, molar is still growing too. It's probably about 1,000 pounds or so. So I'm pretty happy with that, considering that, you know, this pumpkin was started sometime in August. We cut off half the plant. The water, I don't ever think I showed you guys, but the water that this plant gets, I turned the valve to half, so it gets half the water. It's like 28, 30 feet out. You know, I never took care of it at all. So that's really surprising to me and impressive. I mean, that just speaks a lot for the genetics of this seed. Yeah, there's like a spot of powdery mildew. So not a lot of powdery mildew in my patch this year, which is awesome. Here's the butt. It's a real wild looking pumpkin. I think hopefully it goes heavy. It thumps heavy. Because I'm thumping it, and when I thump, I usually have my leg touching, so I can feel. So if I'm thumping up here, I can feel the vibrations or lack thereof. So if I'm thumping up here, I'm giving it my slap. You know, if I don't feel anything, then I think it's going to go heavy, or I just gauge the amount of vibration that I feel. Slapping. There was a topic somewhere this week. It was pretty funny about slapping. Slapping is just a guess. It means absolutely nothing. There are some pumpkins last year that I would have bet my bottom dollar on that would have went heavy, because they just thumped solid, but they went light. So you never really know. It's just a guess at best. But let's go look at the big handled gourds real fast, and we'll wrap this video up. So don't forget, comment below. We harvested our big watermelon, and Max ate it actually pretty good. I got fence pickets to finish the turkey palace. I just haven't had time to put them up, but a lot of people like the field pumpkin, so we got 1, 2, 3 going there, starting to orange up. This here one was eaten by the chickens. Jealous of my flip-flops and sandals, I know. And then we got a handful that are ready to pick, and they'll be great Halloween pumpkins for Max to carve up. Next year, obviously, I'll get a more of a head start on these and take a little bit more care of them so they do better. But it's been a lot of fun this year. It's been a good spring and summer. Looking forward to winter a little bit, and then naturally always looking forward to spring already. So that's it for this one. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Again, subscribe. Don't forget to comment below and guess the weight. If you hit it spot on, $100, which will be challenging because I've withheld a lot of the information. So I'm guessing this one should be 1,000-ish. And I'm still planning on taking this one this week, but I might not. Miss Juana's probably the next week, and next week on Wednesday I'll give you maybe a closer guess. I don't know if I get the trailer around to get beanbag. I don't know. We'll see. And then I am planning on doing some filming at the events this year, so you can see how those go, because I really haven't filmed a lot of those in the past. So that's it, everybody. Hopefully you have a great week. Good luck at your weigh-offs. If you have any questions, as always, comment below. I'll get to them. And thanks for watching. We'll see you next week.